I think you're having a conversation with someone who was dear to your heart. This could be a friend, a family member, or a lover. You've known them since childhood, okay? Hmm. Real quick before I get into this, just a minor warning. Wear protection this week. I mean, like, wear a mask. Wear gloves and a mask. If you have to go out and do day-to-day things like grocery shopping, or if there's an appointment that you have to make. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that there. If you ride bikes, make sure that you're wearing your helmet, your safety helmet. Or if you have children, make sure that you're not letting them run out to ride bikes without the helmet and the knee pads. And it's like better safe than sorry, just in general. If you're going into a dangerous place, make sure you're equipped with pepper spray. I'm getting like pepper spray. It's almost like, I've got a little one on my key. It's legal here. I'm not sure where you live, but just kind of having it there on your keychain. Someone someone has a kind of dark idea that they see you. I don't know if you're very beautiful or if you're petite or just people bother you. I don't know, just people bother you. Maybe you radiate kind of this sunny disposition or something like that. I don't know. But it's almost like people are out there on demon time in these streets right now. Like I'm fine with staying home a lot because it's like if there was anything in them that was waking up to some dark cult, it's happening right now. So make sure that if you're someone who can conceal carry and you've been trained and equipped, like fully trained to handle and use firearms, and that's something that you've been doing since you were a kid, it could be a good time to reestablish that connection with your firearm. So that's for somebody. That's for someone who's like in the military, probably. But if not, just get yourself a little pepper spray there. Dangerous area. That's not it. You have kids. Make sure they're wearing that protective equipment, even though it might not look cool, or the older kids don't, and they look cool. It's something like that. It's a minor adjustment that you can do to make your life a whole lot easier. And if it's not that, literally just be wearing eye protection, wear a mask, wear gloves. OSHA. Okay. Now let's go to this conversation with someone that it's kind of needed to be had for a long time. But last week it was talking about cancer, cutting ties with everyone that wastes their time, anyone that imposes energetic projections on cancer at all. And I guess we're talking. It's just someone you love that made bad judgment. I'm getting why if. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Yeah, you need an actual conversation, an actual physical, not a texting back and forth. That's probably how you've been communicating thus far. If this is a father or a boss, it is what it is. They're not going to change. They're stubborn AF. It's almost like a decision that you don't have to make. You already know what you have to do. You have to cut ties with this person because I'm getting the question that you want to ask is, why would you choose people who betray you over somebody who is true blue and honest with you and loyal? So there was a loyalty that you offered to either this family member or this boss, and they were never loyal back. It's like they had someone in their face lying to them. Okay. And you were telling them the truth, or you were trying to say, I don't know about that. It's like there was a choice that was made, a fork in the road that they chose. Did I push go? Okay. Where they took it away from you. They walked away from you. You were telling them something they didn't believe, and the liars they were believing. That's okay. Am I getting there? Getting there? All right, yeah. It's like this QAnon cult thing with the daddy Trump. It's just absolutely blowing my mind to see all these older boomers who have been speaking out against socialism and communism all these years, and then they literally elect someone whose first move was to get rid of sanctions on Russia and try to cozy up with all of these, North Korea, Vladimir Putin is what I'm getting. It's like if this is a father, it's like they really drank the Kool-Aid. And yes, of course, conspiracies happen in real life, but not at election time. And not like it's like they took the truth and they twisted it and they wanted to see how far they could take it. This secret society that does the Q thing, they're the same ones that do the cicada to something, whatever. Same guys that are trying to perpetuate that the Mandela effect has something to do with the super semiconductors, which of course not. Semiconductors are trying to recreate the Big Bang so they could get those little elements that you need to make life. Am I about to get shut off? Is this? Are they never gonna let me go live again? I don't know, Cancer. I'm getting a secret space program here, something to do with it. And like Stephen Greer, who I've always said, oh my God, what? Do not listen to that. Do not listen to that. Stephen Greer just said something very, very important that I think people should listen to. I never thought I would ever say that sentence. It's not all true, but a lot of it is. That part with the breakaway civilization. Okay. I'm like getting the men in black are going to show up. Stay away from uncanny valley people. This was in the last one too, Taurus, like any children of the corn type feel. But this is about authority instead of children. This is like, or a girlfriend. This is like avoid men in suits. Okay. Like all cops are not honest. Not all alphabet agencies people are honest. It's like something got really dark here with a friend that you've known your whole life. They got themselves involved in something that has brought a lot of shadow to your life, and it has something to do with believing liars over believing someone who is telling the truth. Or you got the wrong version of a story from someone you've known your whole life, and you're like, how could you lie to me about that? Like, why would you choose? So why would you go against the family if this is not your family? It's like, why would you go against me? I'm your family, or your friendship, or something like that. They had joined a secret society. Am I getting anywhere with this? What am I talking about? It's like the cover up is to cover up something else. Ace of Pentacles, the Tower. Oh my God. If you have a sibling and it's just you two, and it might be you against the world. Like there might just be one person in your life. Maybe you were betrayed by a lover. Maybe you were betrayed by your best friend or a boss or a father. And they're just buying into this, drinking the Kool-Aid of, Daddy Trump's going to save the world, which is, oh my God, I just can't. I'm starting to think I was projecting intelligence onto people this whole time. It could be something like that where a brother or a sister is your only hope this week. I'm getting Janet and Michael doing Scream. With us confusing, don't it make you want to scream? Like that sort of thing. It might just be you need to take a weekend. You stop pressure. There's a lot of pressure. It makes you want to scream. If you have a brother or a sister that you can trust, and they're going through it too, it's like you are wondering what is going on with the world right now. It's craziness. It's chaos. And you're having to literally cut ties with someone who's lost in the sauce here, who can't change. It's like God bless all the boomers, but it's like my mom that she's used to never lived with my mom my whole adult life until just this last year, and she doesn't know how to look up her own content media. She knows how to sit down and turn on the news, and what the news says she believes. It's someone like that in your life that you just have to say, no, I can't. No, it's dangerous for me at a certain point, but it gets very tricky. It gets very tricky. So I feel like there's a or it's a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's someone that you can trust, that you can take a weekend from, to almost just kind of decompress after this conversation you have with someone where you literally say, why did you choose them over me? Or why didn't you believe me? Or why did you say this if it wasn't true? And then, or if you heard that, okay, something that trips me out about people is a rumor will start and it'll be the antithesis to everything they see with their own eyes, and yet they'll still believe it like they want to. So it could be that there was a rumor about you that someone you love believed, and you're asking them literally to their face, right? Not texting back and forth, to their face. Why did you lie to me? Or why did you choose this coven over our friendship? Or why did you choose this group over the family? Or something like that. It's something like that. Why would you choose someone who betrayed you or who lies to you over someone who was loyal and telling the truth? And then you accept their answer. You get support from that friend, that boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, um, sibling, where you can just hold each other and hug or cry or go make music together. Like I'm getting big White Stripes vibes here. There's only two of them here, but that's enough to get this. Like I don't know, if you're musicians or you're part of an ensemble, like maybe you're a fine art musician, you play, one of you plays the drums, one of you plays the flute, I don't know, something like that. But you get together to blow off some steam as artists with this brother or sister, like that Michael and Janet video, where it's kind of you two against the world. Everything's crazy. Nothing makes sense. Everyone's pressuring everyone. No one's telling the truth. You don't know where the truth is. Shadowy men in shadowy cars with sunglasses are walking around. Do not engage. Do not interact. I was going to say I'm getting Death from Above 1979, also a two-man band. And they sound, you would think there's 6 guys playing. They make so much noise. I love them so much. They're ridiculous. Who else? So many great 2 people band. Jucifer. They sound like there's 7 people playing. It sounds like there's 5 guys playing drums and it's just the one. He's just using his toes and his feet and everything. Just shout out to Jucifer. So it's something where spirit is guiding you to either that sibling that you get along with, that you love, or that best friend, that it's not a question, to kind of start healing yourself after you cut ties with someone who's totally lost in the sauce, like they ain't coming back, or they made such a bad judgment call that you can't take them back if it's a lover, or you can't have them in your life if it's a father, because they trust all the wrong people, they believe all the wrong things. And it's time for you to move on, even if you've known them your whole life. But there is also someone you've known for a long time, if it's a sibling, where they understand you, they know you, you don't have to explain anything. You can just go and paint or make art or sing or cry and then make an album. It's something beautiful that comes out of this really dark time, but it's part of your hero's journey to cut this person out of your life, but only after you confront them face to face. Or if you can't be face to face, it's on the phone, it's a voice call, it's a Zoom, it's something where it's not just texting, where you can look them in the eyes and say, why did you lie to me? Or how could you have chosen her over me? Is something like that. And then you make that head over heart decision and you keep going and you keep creating, because there's a beautiful, abundant future here. And you do have someone you can trust. Even if it's just a 2-man band, it's going to be the best band in the world, okay? So bang it out. Don't swallow it. Don't sweep it under the rug. And that's the key to success, okay? There is change here, but you got this. It's to a better place. It's like if you feel like you're being kind of floated on an inner tube down the river a little bit, or if you're going for a tube float down the river, you're going to have an epiphany. You got this. Love you, Cancer. See you for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.